Hey family, we're Bobby and Shira Thompson, and we want to thank you for checking out House Culture.
We are all about helping you create a healthy culture in your home. And we love sharing tips and tricks, some things we have done the wrong way, and some things we have just learned along the way.
The reality is, having a healthy family is a tough task. You're dealing with a lot of sinful people, and a lot of healthy things are hard things. And so it takes some intentional decisions on our part, and we want to thank you for checking out this video, because that's a step in the right direction to having a healthy culture. And so in today's episode, we're calling this our summertime tips. And we just want to give you just a few.
Catchy. Summertime tips.
Yeah. And the secret is you can do these anytime, but since it's summer and that season, and maybe schedules are a little bit different right now, we thought, hey, let's throw out some tips that we can work on for this summer. So let's start with number one.
Okay, the first one is, I'm going to be honest, it is not natural for me. If you know me, I'm very free-spirited. But the first one is keep a routine. So there's a couple things that, whether your kids are young or older, maybe you didn't even have children yet, keeping a routine, being consistent is so good. For us in the summer, this looks like we wake up at a decent hour. We go to bed at a decent hour. We don't stay up super late. And truthfully, not all of our girls will even sleep in late if we do that. So we're pretty consistent with bedtimes and wake up times. The other thing is we exercise every day. We move our bodies. We don't allow a lot of movies and television as a whole. And we make sure we're moving our bodies. It helps us as adults, but it also really helps our kids. And sometimes we have to force that a little bit. Certain days, sometimes they love it, sometimes it's hard. Another one is create fun. I can be caught in getting my Shira list of things to do and cleaning the house and doing my errands. And when I create fun and positivity, the kids are positive and want fun. And so I really try to balance that of it's okay for me to do work and get what's done that needs to be done, but also I want to have fun with my kids. I want to sit on the floor with them and do a craft or do sidewalk chalk in 105-degree weather. The last one for me is it's kind of twofold. Number one is we try to still eat well. We try to be consistent with our eating. We, of course, treats are fine, but the big thing with eating is we try to have dinner or supper, whatever you call it, together as a family, if at all possible, every night. We love that time. It's great for our kids. If other people come over, they can be part of it. But we really try to be consistent in the things that we can be. And not all the time, but as a whole.
Yeah. So even though it's summer, keep a routine or establish a routine for your family, whatever you feel like fits your schedule and your lifestyle. But those are just a few tips, but we really believe that keeping a routine is very important. Number two, the second summertime tip is we need to really work on responding versus reacting.
We like this one. We've been talking about it a lot.
Man, this one's tough. See, our natural reaction is usually not the best thing. Like all of us, nobody likes to be told what to do. Tell me what to do.
Iron my shirt.
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
See, my natural reaction was just no. That's not fun. I don't want to do that. And usually our reaction is our defense mechanism, right? Our hollering, our screaming, our getting angry. It's just our defense. And you've wronged me, so I'm going to put my dukes up. And my reaction is usually never good. It's anything we say or do without thinking.
Or being sarcastic.
Right, right. And so our response, on the other side of that, our response is usually the wise thing that we should do. When we stop, we take a breath, maybe we even spend some time with Jesus before we respond. We gather our thoughts, we give a well thought out response. And so schedules are different. More people are at home than normal, especially now during this coronavirus. And we really have to work hard on responding versus reacting. The point is, the more reacting we do, the less empowered we are, the less healthy our family is going to be. And so just a couple of things. See if you can tell the difference in your family when somebody reacts or somebody responds. And let me just give you one good quick verse that helps me when I'm thinking about my response and how do I respond in this and not react. It's John chapter 15, where Jesus says, abide in me and I in you. If I am abiding in Christ, if I'm spending time with Jesus, then I'm going to be much more likely to respond in a way Jesus would be pleased with and would help create a healthy culture. So create a routine, respond instead of react. What's number 3?
And one more thing with that is also in your home, but outside your home, on social media. It's so important for us to really think and bring our thoughts to Christ before we put them out there for the World Wide Web to see. The last one is my favorite. Didn't used to be rest or a Sabbath. I think with our busy culture, and we are in church work, so this looks a little different for us. Sunday tends to be pretty busy, especially the earlier part of the day, but we really take Sabbath seriously. So we really try to take that day to unplug, have quiet time for the girls. I take a nap because that's my favorite. But just to really, it's not being lazy and just sitting and eating and watching Netflix. A Sabbath is truly whatever refreshes your soul and your body. And I think that looks different for different people. Sometimes, some people it's going outside and being in nature. Whatever that looks like, it is really just resting your physical, emotional, spiritual side of yourself. We can easily fill up our life with kids' activities and sports and trips and friends, and all of that is good, but we're learning the older we get that it is so important to rest because our body needs it. And God made us to need that. And you don't have to apologize to anybody for needing that.
Yeah, and there's always going to be work to do. There's always going to be more things on our list. There's always going to be storms in our life. But when we practice this discipline of rest, people may question us. We may even question ourselves. But at the heart of practicing rest is it's trust. It's telling God, you've got it in your hands. This is yours. I trust you. We trust you. And so we have confidence in your provision. And so God's given us work to do, but he also has given us a brain to rest. And so maybe for you that is just getting on the couch watching a Netflix movie or taking a nap. But man, find time to unplug. We need rest. Your body needs a break to refresh. And so that's our 3 things for the summertime, our summertime tips. We want to challenge you to make sure you have a great routine, make sure you're responding and not reacting, and make sure you're resting. Get good rest for your body. We hope that these recommendations, these tips, minister to your heart and help you. And we would be honored if you would share this video with a friend, like our Facebook page, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, all that fun stuff. We would really appreciate that. But we love you, and we just want to encourage you, go be creators this week. Take some of these tips and take advantage of this and be a creator right there in your home. And our prayer for you, as always, found in Numbers chapter 6. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. We love you. Thank you. We'll see you next week.